Do you want to know what is the best thing that you can get? Is motivation good or is inspiration good? A lot of times when I am conducting my programs, some of my free webinars, some of my paid programs, people usually ask me, Preeti, can you please tell me something to motivate me because I'm not feeling good right now. So what do you think is better? And we are going to talk about that because there is something that in life when nobody is nearby you, how do you motivate yourself at that time and you are like feeling very very down? What to do at that time? Okay, so we are going to discuss all of that. Hi, I am Preeti and you will be listening a lot about motivation and inspiration today. It's really important to know the difference because a lot of times people just run crazily after motivation, and I'm just going to give you all the clear idea about motivation and inspiration and tell you how you can start, how you can instill that kind of motivation within you, that whether somebody is there around you or not, still you will be motivated, you will be inspired. Okay, stay tuned. So first of all, what is motivation? Motivation is something that comes from the outside world. You just don't know how to do something, you don't know how to go ahead in life, you have been hit by a failure and you are just finding it difficult to see through things. At that time, you just go to watch some video, you go to some motivational programs. That is how when somebody who has reached a very high successful position, when they are inspiring you, when they are trying to motivate you, that is what is called motivation. Once you come back home, you are like supercharged. Oh yes, I'm gonna achieve this, I'm gonna achieve that. That is motivation. What happens with motivation is, motivation, once you go to a motivational program, you watch a motivational video, you spend like a good 1 or 2 hours listening to a motivational video or a motivational documentary. Yes, you will be highly charged up once you watch it. But what next? The very next moment, if somebody comes to you and they tell you something negative, they tell you something that is degrading, all your motivation is just going to come down. Whatever high spirits you are feeling, all of that is just going to come down. So that is motivation. Okay, it's what that comes from outside world, and any energy, any person from the outside world can come and break it. The next thing is inspiration. Inspiration is something, it's very clear what it means. Inspire. So it's coming from it's coming from within. So the thing, the inspiration comes from within. It's also called self-motivation, something that happens from within. So inspiration does not require that you go to some place and you listen to some speech, you listen to some life coach. It doesn't require to do that. Inspiration comes on its own. Whenever you need an inspirational thing in your life, it will come on its own from within. Now you will say, okay, how does that happen? Because motivation, it just breaks in just a few moments. How do I bring inspiration? So the thing is, what you can do is, see, inspiration, you need to cultivate your inner self. You need to work on your inner self such that it gives you the inspiration at the right moment whenever you are feeling down. If you have not cultivated your inner self, if you have not worked on your inner self, then that inspiration will not flow. Then you will have to go to somebody else to get motivated. You may even have to pay somebody to motivate you. So that is what is inspiration and motivational difference. So now your question might be, how do you instill the seeds of inspiration such that in life you never have to go to some other place to get motivated, that inspiration starts flowing from within? The first thing is you need to meditate regularly. Meditation is something that can connect you with universal intelligence. It can connect with you universal knowledge. So whenever you are down, whenever you are on crossroads, whenever you face a difficulty and then you meditate, the universal intelligence is going to connect to you and give you the necessary inspiration that's going to be required. The second thing is to pray regularly. This may feel like an understatement, but I cannot stress this enough that you need to pray regularly because the sea, the ocean has its own power on its own. Ocean does not require that you need to pump the water so that it has to ebb and flow. Okay, but if you pick a glass of water from the ocean, that glass of water will not be able to ebb and tide. Okay, it's because it is separated from the ocean, that glass of water will be just plain normal water. But if that water you add it into the ocean, that water is going to have all the power to create very very heavy tides and very very heavy flows. So that is the difference between you not connected to God and you connected to God. When you are connected with God, it's going to give you all the strength because God created this universe, He created this world. So all the problems in this world can be dealt with when you are connected with Him. When you are disconnected, you may face like a dozen of problems and you may just not have courage to face a single of them. To get motivation, see, at times, when you are very very okay, now you may say, okay, you give me the idea of inspiring, but what if you still need somebody's help? See, yes, you may need, because you are born in this world and this world is full of people. God gave you birth on the planet along with like 7 billion other people, and in that case He does not want that you stay disconnected from the world. He wants you to connect to people. So there will be times when you will not be able to self-inspire yourself. In that case, it will be required that you go to somebody, maybe you even pay to somebody for motivating yourself. So that will happen. So how can you get motivated in that case? Attend some motivational programs like what Tony Robbins does, like what Success Gyan does. Attend motivational programs by some very very highly developed places where they are very good at motivation. Or you can watch a motivational video on your YouTube and several other video platforms you have. You can watch a motivational video if you don't need like too much of motivation. If just a little bit motivation is needed, even a video on YouTube can suffice, or a motivational movie, motivational documentary, that can also help. But if you are like standing at crossroads, like a huge stumbling block has come to you and you require like a ton of motivation to push through that block, it will be necessary that you go to somebody, go to a paid program and get yourself motivated. Try to listen to the interviews of your role model. Try to go and talk to people who are your role models. That also will help you to instill motivation in you. Yeah, I know that this is temporary, but when you have to do something like really really important and you just cannot mess up, you just cannot wait for that inspiration to flow from within, you can actually just go and connect with your role model and help to get motivated for yourself. So motivation can dissipate, but inspiration cannot. But there are times when you will require that you go out for motivation, that inspiration will not flow from you. That is also totally normal, don't worry. Okay, so this is the video for motivation and inspiration. I hope that you got it. Let me know how did you like this video in the comments. If you have liked this video, hit the like button, and I will see you again in my next video. Until then, keep following the path of your soul's purpose, because you are born for a reason. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.
Make sure that you subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon. When you click on the bell icon, select all notifications so that you get notified about all the videos that I upload.